The Golden State Warriors are playing some fine basketball since post All-Star break. They are 18-4, and that Jimmy Butler trade just rejuvenated everyone. Like, Steph Curry looks much more lively, Pods is playing well, Quentin Post, he has been a fun piece during this run. The Warriors took down the Denver Nuggets in their recent game, and going to look at some stuff from that game while also highlighting the different aspects of their team that makes them a threat. Starting off on the offensive side of things, I just want to start off with some broken plays from the Warriors, just highlighting the greatness of Steph Curry, and their offense isn't always clean with the process, mostly when the role guys are initiating and Curry is not in the game. Like, their initial early offense stuff can take a while to develop or is easy to defend, so they have plays like this where they have Draymond and Jimmy play off of each other on the right side. Entry pass to Butler wasn't the cleanest pass, so Butler now is kind of at a bad angle to attack, so they just reset the offense. And when Dre gets the ball with 7 seconds left on the shot clock, they can afford these types of situations, like you're just giving someone a grenade, either Steph or Jimmy, and because they have Steph freaking Curry to lean on, they can just isolate him on one side of court when things get dire and just let him go to work, and it almost always is going to breed good results. Steph runs towards the ball, going into a ball screen with Draymond. A Steph Curry ball screen is almost always going to generate immediate offense and get the defense in rotation. Defenses cannot play drop coverage against Steph, so it's often they're going to play in an aggressive coverage. So as Steph draws 2 on the ball, Draymond is open on the slip, and now he has options. Jimmy on the baseline, or he can just take it to the rim for himself. The Warriors get into this early down screen from Moses Moody into a hand back to Curry, and then receiving another screen from Pods. Kind of playing with the matchups, but you're just seeing the Nuggets switch everything. They're going to switch 1 through 4, and with Jokic, they're going to play him at the level of the screen. The offense can kind of drone sometimes for the Warriors, and it's very noticeable, as I said before, when Curry isn't on the court. But when he is, he can just be the fallback option and just dance on Porter Jr. and hit this tough shot. Almost always a Curry-Dre pick and roll, and getting Jokic involved in that action will get the defense out of rotation. And it's just up to Draymond on the short roll to make those quick decisions, and the other Warriors like to move, so they have cutters, they have capable shooters to work off of to generate offense. So it's just Draymond connecting the pieces here. And then this is the type of stuff I'm talking about where the offense is meh. Kuminga gets a post up on an empty side. It should breed results, right? You know, there's a smaller defender, but the footwork isn't all there for him, and he goes for a rough shot that gets denied. But then Hield is there to save the day and reset the offense. Now 6 seconds left in the shot clock, and this was just stupid. Just stupid. I don't understand how Curry even got a shot off here. Hield is kind of in the way of the whole play, and Kevon Looney tries to screen for Curry. Like, for Hield, just spot up near the right wing and try to get out of the action. A Looney Curry pick and roll is enough to get the defense to bend. But Looney doesn't even have anywhere to roll because of Hield in the way, and that just kind of messes up the spacing and all this. But again, you have Steph Curry. You have the greatest shooter of all time to bail you out of these ugly possessions. I actually love what the Warriors do here with having the Curry-Dre pick and roll. So with that aggressive coverage that the Nuggets play on that ball screen, they have to rely on help from guys on the backside. So the Warriors look to engage those guys in action. They have that pick and roll set up for Curry going left, Draymond rolling right, Pods relocate into the strong side corner, and you see Porter Jr. set up early and help to discourage that Draymond roll. So Jimmy Butler will kind of just screen his own man to free up Pods for 3. The Warriors offense has different layers they can tap into just within Draymond, Jimmy, and Steph. In their recent games against the Nuggets and Lakers, they made an emphasis to get weaker defenders like Luka and Jokic in rotation and capitalize off of that. Their defense does play a lot into their offense, creating turnovers and forcing bad shots into transition breaks. And Steph Curry, just talking more about his greatness, has just been absolutely absurd in the second half of the season. And just, we say it time and time again, but the relocation skills, continuously moving and only needing like a slither of space to get off that jumper is still elite, and he can still break down the defense on ball and route to getting off that jumper. And the shots he makes, contested, off balance, deep range, it's just unreal. He's a different level of offensive player because it's like everything is operating around him. Even if he doesn't pound the ball a million times, off ball he's a threat. Even on ball, he doesn't really get to the basket on ball a lot, but even with his cuts, it's kind of serving as some rim pressure on his cuts because it sinks in the defense onto him. And his shooting and movement alone gets defenses to bend. And I said before, whether it's off ball, going through screens, or on ball screens, those are immediate advantage creators for Curry. So he jump starts this entire offense just with like one simple action, really. And having guys like Draymond and Jimmy to piece the offense together off Steph's gravity is just more icing on the cake. And at this age of 37, he still has unreal stamina and speed, so even if you do deny him off ball for the three, he can just backdoor cut on you and there's absolutely nothing you can do. And even just going up for a handoff, the defender is almost always going to trail him, which forces help and openings for the roller. And I just don't see it. We are not going to see another talent of the level of Steph Curry ever again. I do not see that in the foreseeable future. I know you could never say never with things, but that's just a testament of how great Curry is. I really don't see another dude coming into the league 15, 20 years from now and just duplicating the off-ball movement and the whole process of how Curry operates. I just don't think we'll see that. So please just enjoy Curry while he's in the league now. And then adding in Jimmy, he fits like a glove. He can fit anywhere like a glove. He usually is a guy that can operate off any shot creator, and he can lean into being a facilitator for the offense when needed. The offense flows through Steph, Jimmy, Dre, and those are the advantage creators, while at times you can lean on a Kuminga, Quentin Post, Peyton, Moody, Pods. It may not be pretty, but they are at least capable offensive players who can look to take advantage of a rotating defense. There is active cutting from their role players, so that's another layer they can lean on when the defense is in rotation, and they have capable shooters that they can work with too. What I do appreciate of the Warriors is their lineup versatility. That's really an underrated part when going for a championship, starting with their bigs. If they want to lean in on more shooting in their lineup, Quentin Post will get play. If they want to play bigger and prioritize inside play and rebounding, Kevin Looney is their guy. Or if they just want to go small with Draymond at the 5, he has proved time and time again he can hang with bigs and pressure the hell out of them. And I mean, in this game, Jokic got his, but he had to work for it. It's exciting watching this team play defense rather than offense because you have two of the greatest off-ball defenders on the same team in Butler and Draymond, and you have lengthy, active defenders too to help you out. I look back at that Lakers game where possessions like these, where the Lakers look to get LeBron isolated and look to play with matchups, getting Santos to switch onto Braun. Draymond will load up on LeBron coming from Hachimura from the weak side, and the Warriors are taking away that driving angle for LeBron going right, and they are forcing a pass to a weaker shooter. Now, the Warriors play in rotation. Moody slides to Hachimura, Kuminga slides to Luka, and this is good defense by Kuminga, playing on Luka's hip, not biting on the fake, and showing his length. The shot clock is winding down, and the Lakers burp up an ugly shot. The Warriors blow up the Lakers' initial action here as Hield gets through the first back screen, and the Lakers look to run a stagger for Jordan Goodwin coming from the corner, but this is a decoy as the play is actually for Gabe Vincent, with Goodwin looking to screen Hield. Curry tells Hield to switch the screen, and Hield continues to chase Vincent. This play took the Lakers down to 11 seconds on the shot clock to work with, in which now they reset, with Luka getting a switch onto Hield. And with how Hield is playing defense, he is forcing Luka towards help, where majority of the help is. Draymond steps up early as the low man. Vanderbilt isn't necessarily a vertical spacer lob threat, so the option to pass there with Curry lurking is dim for the Lakers. And ultimately, the Warriors force the Lakers into another ugly shot. Going back to the Nuggets game, remember that exit play that the Warriors did engage in the strong side action with a Steph Draymond pick and roll? The Nuggets tried to do the same thing, something similar, going for a double ball screen for Westbrook and looking to engage that strong side with an exit screen for Jalen Pickett. So as Pods gets hit on the screen and Draymond steps up to try to deflect the pass, that corner action was meant to distract Post from the initial action. Moody gets through that screen, Post picks up the ball just in time, and now the Nuggets are forced to reset, and they force a turnover with a bad pass from Russ. And a guy like Post is a big and able body, and it's good to have a guy like that who can also shoot and defend inside. And just as I said before, just give your defense, give your lineups more versatility. The Nuggets look to have Christian Brown and Jokic in a two-man action, but I want y'all to see the quick instincts of Jimmy Butler. He blows up this cut by reacting quickly, moving quickly, and that's the type of anticipation and quick reactions that makes him such a lethal off-ball defender. He is one of the best in the league as an off-ball defender. And that active roaming from Jimmy comes to light on plays like these where he switches on to Dorian Finney-Smith back in that Lakers game. And since Smith is a streaky shooter, Jimmy can just roam around and blow up plays. First taking away that drive-in angle from Hachimura, forcing a pickup and kick out. Then on the closeout drive from Gabe Vincent, rotating and taking away that drive. And then having the quick instincts to anticipate the pass and jump out at the pass and creating a turnover. The Warriors on offense run a stagger for Steph Curry, a drive step back off you and just hits a jumper like this. It's nothing you can really do about it. That's Steph Curry. Then going back on defense, the quick rotations from the Warriors looks very promising. Again, they just fly around as a team. With Jokic posting up Draymond, Hield comes over to double. Moody is already quick to react to rotate. Steph quickly rotates to Porter Jr., Kuminga to the corner, and Hield to the closest man down low. And Curry blows up this drive by walling up on Porter's drive going left, loses the ball, and now the Nuggets reset. Draymond defends on ball, and he knows that the pass is going to the mismatch of Jokic and Moody, so he is reacting quickly and anticipating that pass and immediately gets his hands on it and blows it all up. And Draymond is getting heavy talks for Defensive Player of the Year, and there should be heavy consideration. At 6'6", he is the guy that keeps this Warriors defense consistent. Heavy communication, rim protection, quick reactions, physicality. He gives up height on Jokic but possesses great length, strength, and lateral movement to just stay with Jokic this whole possession. And guys like Kuminga and Hield can add on defensively to this possession, forcing Aaron Gordon to a tough shot. The defensive tandem of Butler and Draymond may be the most disruptive duo in the league, and if the offense isn't making quick decisions, these guys are there breathing down your neck and making you question every decision because you don't know if they will swoop in and just blow it all up. Mixing in the defensive effort for guys like Moody, Curry, Kuminga, Pods, who are good enough to keep this defense going with their quick rotations, aggressive play, and fighting to keep the ball in front. This core has led the Warriors to have the second best defensive rating post All-Star break, and you start to wonder if teams really want to see a scrappy defensive squad led by defensive monsters of Butler and Draymond, and then an offense led behind a Steph Curry who has a ton of momentum right now, and Jimmy Butler, who we all know just turns it up in the postseason. Yeah, I don't know if anyone wants to see this right now. That'll wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more NBA breakdowns like these. With all that being said, I'll see you all in the next video.